This is a Yankee screwdriver. When I was a kid, this was a serious investment for tradesmen, and they still get me excited today. Using a hand screwdriver, honestly, if you're doing a lot of screws, is really tiring. It's why the cordless screwdriver is so prevalent today. But these were the tool of the day, and with a little bit of modern ingenuity, they still work fantastically around our small holding. Let me show you what they do and how they can be adapted for modern use. The Yankee Screwdriver was absolutely groundbreaking. It was one of the first things that ever came with interchangeable bits. You could swap between different sizes of crosshead, flathead, etc. It's also a ratchet screwdriver. Now, with that button in the middle position, it works like a traditional screwdriver. But move it to the front and it engages a ratchet so that it will only turn the bit in one direction. So you don't have to keep releasing the handle to drive a screw, to drive it in. You just keep twisting and it drives the screw in. Put it backwards and all it will ever do is take the screw out. But the really revolutionary part is the pump action. Let's talk about this pump feature then. This collar is what activates it. If you want to drive a screw in, push the ratchet switch to the front. If you want to extract screws, push it to the back and then twist the collar. What that means is it extends this ram, which is helically cut, so that when you put pressure on the handle from above, that will spin the bit according to the direction that you've got the ratchet set in. I love Yankee screwdrivers, but there's a problem. These bits which they take, usually if you buy one second hand, you're only going to find it comes with one bit and that bit is probably worn. So that gives you a real issue of making it work in the modern world. Some bright spark came up with this, which isn't obvious, but what it is it's an adapter to make a Yankee screwdriver take any modern hex screwdriver bit. These adapters are what brings the Yankee screwdriver into the modern age. They're available all over the place. I'm pretty sure I got this one on eBay. And at this end, they're exactly the same as the original Yankee screwdriver bits. But at this end, they have a socket that takes a modern hex shank screwdriver bit. The same bits that go into my impact drivers and electric screwdrivers. So that means that the Yankee can take all the standard modern bits and drive any screw I want. There we go, that's a Phillips number 2 bit set up on my Yankee screwdriver. But I could have put an Allen bit in there, I could have put a posi drive bit in there, I could have put a flat bit in there, I could have put a torque bit in there if that had been my choice. Anything that comes in a hex shank, I could have fitted it. It's worth mentioning as well, there are other sizes of Yankee screwdrivers available. I like the very large ones because I find they drive the screws most quickly and most efficiently. But it has to be said, they are quite a big bit of kit and there are smaller ones available if that's what you want. That's the Yankee screwdriver, a really old vintage tool. They haven't made them for years, but honestly, you can pick these things up nowadays for, well, I paid £5 for this one. Now, what's a quite interesting tip is that when I was there at the car boot sale and I went like this, it didn't snap out like that, it kind of flopped out a bit limp. And the guy was like, oh, I think the spring's gone on that. But no, it hadn't. All it is oil and gunk mixed up along the shaft. Got it home, sprayed it with a bit of degreaser, pumped it a couple of times. It was every bit as good as new. And these tools are fantastic. They're completely underrated now. They should last a complete lifetime. And even though I've got powerful impact driver, I have a place for this in my toolbox.